so today I want to talk to you about Black Ink Crew's Young Bae and this crazy storyline that they have going. Well, fake storyline that they have going. Everyone is saying it's fake, including the other castmates. I want you to take a look at the upcoming clip before we get into this crazy storyline.
Look, I feel bad for saying this, but I find it really hard to believe that your mom's missing first, now you're pregnant, and we haven't met anyone from your life while we're out here. I haven't met your best friend, your mother's cousin, someone you went to school with, your teacher. Something not adding up. Like, all this sound like a movie I watched on Netflix.
Now, all I do is review reality TV shows. I've seen so many, I've ran out of fingers. So all of them, to a certain extent, are staged or, scripted, or, they're put in a crazy situation on purpose, and then they might film their reaction. But this one's kind of over the top, okay? Let's just go over what they want us to believe. I just don't understand the reason for the crazy storyline. I mean, and now everyone's saying Bae is lying, and I'm a little confused. I don't know if Bae is lying. I refuse to call her Young. I just don't like the name. I'm just gonna rename her. I don't know if Bae is lying or the producers are lying. So let's go into it. So they expect us to believe that Young Bae came over here from South Korea, okay? From a bad situation. She was supposedly raised in an abusive home in which her father was a physical abuser. Okay, that could be true, and they were forced to live in this bad house to hide from their dad. It wasn't even a house. I would say it was a trailer. It wasn't even a trailer. It was like a container. They've been living in this container. Now, I'm going to assume that if you're living in a container, you probably don't have enough money to come over to the United States and pay for a visa. That's just my theory here now. If you think I'm wrong, you don't have to go with it. Those visas are expensive, in the thousands of dollars. But okay, you came over to the United States. Maybe you came illegally. I don't know how you got here illegally. I don't know if you were smuggled in. Okay, but let's just say, I'm going to have to go with it, you smuggled into the country, because you said when you got here, you only had $80 in your pocket. This is another thing that's hard for me to believe too. Anybody, not just Bae, people who said that they come from a certain area, like Madonna said she came to New York and she was dropped in the middle of Manhattan with only $35 in her pocket, and then we're supposed to believe from there she made it big and became Madonna. But part she forgot to tell you is, yes, she only had $35 in her pocket, but in her other pocket she had her father's debit ATM card, who had a very stable life back in Michigan and was more than willing to give her money. She forgot that part, So, I just find it like, where are you going to sleep if you just get over here? When you came over, did you already know English? Too many holes in the story. Okay, fine. So, she came over here, and this is actually in her bio. I'm not making this up. She walked past a neo sign that said tattoos, and she discovered, hey, maybe that's what I want to do with my life. She looked into it and found out she was good at it. Okay, people, I walk past signs every day. I walk past signs of Gigi Hadid modeling. I don't think I can go do it. Okay, but okay, let's just say we buy that story. Now we're supposed to believe that she's here in the United States and she's working for Black Ink, and she's worried about her mother because her father has found her mother on Facebook, okay, and has threatened the mother, and she is afraid that something's wrong with her mom because her mom is not responding to her calls, okay? Now, I don't even know if she tried to reach out to her mom on Facebook, because, if the dad found her on Facebook, maybe she can too, but that's just me, I'm a stickler. Now, this is when the story gets leery for me. Okay, she doesn't have enough money to go over to South Korea to find her mom, to make sure her mom is okay. So the crew gets together and they have this like charity event doing tattoos to raise money for Bae. Why does Bae need money? Did we forget that Bae has her own tattoo shop in downtown, midtown Manhattan? Some of the expensive real estate property in the world? Did we forget that? I don't think Black Ink Crew mentioned that. But I found that out. She has a very high upscale tattoo shop, an expensive one, like very expensive. People are raving about her work. So if she has enough money to keep up with the rent on this high property upscale neighborhood, why doesn't she have the money to go look for her mom? And then, and so, okay, let's just say she's not, handling her money properly. So they get the money together, they go to South Korea to find her mother, but they have time to party in the interim, and have a good time, try all these luscious foods, and as Sky mentioned, she doesn't meet a single family member. Not a cousin, not an auntie, no one shows up, and they are partying like they're on vacation. This is not vacation, people. This is not vacation. Okay, so listen. It's obviously, this storyline is totally made up. The problem is we don't know who to blame here. Is it the producers? And sometimes they make you do crazy things. And if it's your first time on the show, you'll do anything to stay on the show. Because I'm looking at it this way. Bay already has a up and running, very successful tattoo shop, Diamond Tattoos. Everyone raves about her work. Maybe she's on the show and she's trying to stay on so she can get exposure. That's what these reality stars do. They come on the show to push their products. That's what they do. And maybe she just wasn't reality show savvy enough to come up with a better storyline. So she just thought of something dumb and the producers ran with it, and then they thought, okay, this is really outrageous. Let us tell Sky to kind of bring this up in her confessionals. That's what I'm going with. Because if I can't go with that, something's really wrong with Bay. And there's no need to just start lying so severely about something so, lame. I mean, the fact that your mother is missing, that's not lame, but the way that you're handling it, lame, people. Lame, lame, lame. Has Black Ink crew finally gone too far? I'm gonna say yes. I mean, they're trying to outdo this. So they already had a good storyline with, Sky and her children. The children wasn't having it from Sky. She put them up for adoption. She wanted it to be all rosy when she met them again, and they weren't having it. They were like, where have you been? How come you haven't been a responsible mother? That was a great storyline. I just don't know why someone felt the need to up the ante. But in other news, it's true that Bay is really pregnant now and is engaged to her boyfriend on the show, Rob. Okay, so that's good news. So maybe, Bay can learn a lesson from this. If it's her giving these ridiculous storylines, maybe tone it down just a little bit. And if it's the producers pushing this on you, you have to learn to say no, because you're the one that gets the bad blame. You're the one that looks like an idiot at the end of the day if you just do anything that they say. I mean, you have to learn from Nene Leakes. If it's too ridiculous, say no and hold your ground. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this might have been pushed on her. Let me know in the comments section your opinion. Is Bay dumb enough to follow the producers? Or is she dumb enough to come with this crazy storyline? I'm gonna watch it anyway because the rest of the show has been good and over the top. I do watch reality TV just for its fluff. I'm not dumb. I know it's not all real, but I have to have a line in the sand, and this is it. You went too far. Let me know your comments in the comments section. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification button for more stories like these. Until next time, talk to you then. Bye.